You're at the Quarry farm. My name's Steve, and this is Sophie. Sophie's a pot-bellied pig. Sophie has lived with us for about 7 years. Before she came here, she lived with some people that weren't particularly nice to her. Kind of an understatement. She was left outside all the time, and the man with whom she lived used to hit her a lot. That man moved away, and when he moved away, he just left Sophie behind. So he abandoned her. And thankfully, the lady that lived across the street saw Sophie out there by herself for days, went over, took her back to her house, and lived with her for about 6 months. And while she was living with that lady, she was a little older. And I guess I should preface this by saying pigs are very, very, very smart. And they're also pretty stubborn, and they want what they want when they want it. And so Sophie would walk up to the woman, and she would root at her ankles. And pigs have very hard snouts. They're like rubber, and they can dig in the ground with them. And so the woman, not wanting this to happen, would give her cookies to stop. So really, rather than making her stop, she encouraged Sophie to do it more and more. And the more Sophie did it, the more cookies she got. And when Sophie came to live with us, she weighed about 210 pounds. I'm guessing right now she weighs about 115, maybe a little less. But she was so fat that her veterinarian wouldn't work with her until she lost at least 60 pounds. So we had to put her by herself for about 6 months and cut her food down a lot. But she finally lost all that weight. And as you can see, she's a svelte, skinny, beautiful girl now. Even though she still has an appetite, she still gets treats. Those of you in Bluffton may have met her. She's been to Bluffton 3 times now to the library for visits. But Sophie, we're guessing, is about 9 years old, maybe 10. And she'll live to be, hopefully, 14 or 15 years old. And what she's getting right now, it's a mix of bananas, and these are, okay, that's my hand, honey. There you go. And now she's getting some blackberry goo, basically just the seeds from some baking we're doing here. Pigs in general, and if you look at her, she looks, I think she's beautiful, but she looks a little rough. It's getting hot, so she's dropping all her bristles. This is all thick with bristles in the winter. They help to keep her warm. And her winter skin is a lot tougher, and it's flaking off. Plus, because it's been hot, she does what pigs do, and she goes and gets in the mud. And that helps to cool her off. And now I'm just scratching away some of that stuff. Now the Bluffton Library has been kind enough to have us out more than once, and I hope they do so again. In fact, I feel fairly confident once things start to get a little bit more back to normal, we'll be able to bring Sophie over to visit you in person over there. But if you don't want to wait, you're welcome to come out. We are open by appointment. And you can give us a call at 419-384-7195 to make an appointment for you, your family, your group, whatever. Or you can visit us on the web at thequarryfarm.org and leave us a message there and we'll get back to you. Or on our Facebook page.